Hello everyone, my name is Aaron, welcome back to the channel, and here's the thing. Today is National Sourdough Bread Day, so Tara and I have known all day today that we have to make this bread. But we went shopping at multiple places, pet some cats at some pet stores, which was amazing. We had buffalo chicken tacos, we had peach Coca-Cola. We had a fun day, and I looked at Tara after we were done eating and realized that we hadn't even started making this bread. And it's currently 8:44 at night. We need to get started on this bread because I think it's gonna take like close to 3 hours to do. So we're gonna make some sourdough bread. So the thing about sourdough bread, Tara and I made bread in a previous video before, but the thing with sourdough bread, I thought it had said that we need to let the yeast sit in the water mixture for 3 days. That's incorrect. It needs to sit for at least 3 hours because it'll form a peak, which makes it sourdough bread. We got this rapid rise instant yeast. It's fast acting, so I believe it said the quicker it rises, the less sour it will get. So hopefully it stays small. So we're gonna see how this goes. And there's Marie. Hi, Marie. Hi. How you doing? Tara's recording for me, which is so much easier. And so we're really kind of winging this because on the back of the yeast that we got, it says we can simply add it to dry ingredients and then follow our recipe. But the recipe we're saying is to add it in when the flour is mixed with the water, so it's gonna be wet anyway. But we're gonna do it because we got nothing else, so we're gonna do it. So it called for two and a fourth cup.
2 1/4.
2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. It also asks for wheat flour, but we don't have that, which is no fault
Do
of
we
ours.
not? I thought we did.
I don't know. We're just gonna go with this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Why do I have it up in the air? I shouldn't do that. And see, it's also April Fool's Day, so I was gonna make this on my own, but Tara and I are both off today, and for sourdough bread, I was going to play an April Fool's joke on Tara, and instead of water, completely put 2 cups of lemon juice in it. How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't be too happy about that.
But would you have known?
Yeah, I probably would have known.
But
it looked different. But how would you do that?
Well, see, just to replace the water,
Oh.
to mix in with the flour, so
you're gonna make it like lemon sourdough bread.
yeah, get it? Well, lemons are naturally sour, huh? Get it?
Sourdough bread.
Okay, so another thing is that it says to mix with my hands. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. It's very, yeah, it's nasty. Oh my god. Imagine dipping your hands into somebody who just freshly threw up.
Ew. Let's get a
look
close
at
up of this.
Look at it.
Ew.
Like, what do you want from me?
That looks gross.
It looks like
Did you put the yeast in there?
No, because remember, it said to add to the dry ingredients, so what we're doing.
That was the dry ingredient.
Well, no, I told you that we're going to mix the water in with the flour, and then once that forms...
It should have been mixed in with the flour, I think.
Open it up. Open it up.
How can I do that if I'm recording you?
Hey again guys, if the video quality, I just wanted to let you know, if it seems different, it's because the storage ran out on our phone, so we had to continue recording on my camcorder that Tara got me. So if the video seems a little different, that's just the reason why. We did finish mixing up the dough out in the kitchen, and it's a little soupy. This is definitely going to be quite a stretch, mainly because after we let this sit between 1 to 3 hours, which we're gonna shoot for around 2, we have to take it out and then we have to fold it over itself every 30 minutes for 6 hours. So we're not doing it that way. And here's the thing, I didn't have any lemon juice to put in the mixture, so I'm gonna put apple cider vinegar in there to make it truly sourdough bread. So I'm gonna see if she notices. Put a good bit in there. It's probably gonna fuck up the bread. Okay, so I did that, and now the mix is even more thin than it was before, so I kind of fucked myself. But another issue that I'm facing now is that the bathroom smells like apple cider vinegar. So I'm gonna spray the bathroom with Febreze. That shouldn't be that way. So it's been about 3 hours, and it is past midnight. I'm exhausted, but we're in here to check on the bread, so we're gonna see if it's risen or if it's gotten any thicker. So let's check it out. So it's still pretty goopy. It's formed little bubbles now, which is very interesting. So what I'm gonna do, because it's getting kind of late, I'm just going to fold in more flour in that. Let it sit for a little bit longer just so it can form into a dough, and then we can finally move on to the next step. Alright, so we did add more flour to this and mix it up even more, so now it's actually become more firm and looking more like a dough. So throughout the night, the next couple steps, I'm going to be coming back every half an hour through the night for about 3 hours. So I'm going to come back to this about 6 times throughout the middle of the night up until around 3 or 4 in the morning, pound it out, and then Tara and I is going to finish this bread in the morning, bake it, and then we are going to try it tomorrow. Hiya. Hoopla. Bam. Hadouken. Alright, so it's about 1:45. I'm going to punch this bread one more time, and then I'm going to bed. So good night, everybody. I will see you in the morning, and I will punch the bread again then, and then we'll go ahead and bake the bread, and we're going to see how it turns out. I bet it's going to be sour. Good night, beautiful bread. See you in the morning. Alright, so I moved the bread from the bowl into this container. I glazed it with olive oil just so it can at least try to get crispy on top. We have the oven set to 450. Fingers crossed that it turns out to some sort of bread-like thing. Just so you know, I also cut a little X in the top of it just so the dough can bake around that and look pretty. We're going to put this on the top rack right underneath the heat at 450 because this needs all the help it can get. Alright, so this is the bread after everything was said and done. We let it cool, and I just now noticed it almost looks like a little heart.
I was just thinking the same thing, yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. It smells like sourdough bread, so I'm just going to cut it real quick like with our bread knife. Sounds really good, which I'm excited and scared because, oh my god. Oh.
Is it tough?
A little crispy. The inside feels more like bread than our previous bread did. Oh yeah, smell that. I know you guys can't see Tara's reaction, but
Wow.
yeah.
You should just take a bite right now. Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Okay, here's the thing, right? So as a kid, little known fact about me, I ate dog food, right? Just out of the bag, kernels, whatever. This tastes like that. And it tastes sour. It's crispy. It reminds me of bread. And it has the texture and consistency of bread. But imagine really sour dog food baked into bread.
Ew. I don't think it's that bad.
You don't think it's that bad?
Sour? It definitely is sour. I actually think it's decent. Maybe I like dog food.
Okay. Maybe the bread is good. I don't know. I guess just because I ate dog food as a child, it just reminds me of that. I don't know. So you said the bread was sour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did something to the bread that I didn't tell you, but I told them. So when you were in the living room the other night, I went into the bathroom with the gigantic jug of apple cider vinegar. Because without that, I don't think the bread would be sour at all.
Does sourdough have to be sour?
I feel like it's more bitter than regular bread. So the whole point was April Fool's, because it was April Fool's Day.
We use apple cider vinegar a lot, so I actually like it. So maybe that's why I was immediately like, I really like this,
and
because we love apple cider vinegar, actually.
And maybe that's why I thought it tastes like dog food. I don't know. That concludes this video. Happy National Sourdough Bread and April Fool's Day. Got her. Bye.
Bye.